Well, he is set to perform at the Vogue in Indianapolis coming up March 30th. Singer-songwriter Ruston Kelly joins us now. Man, Ruston, thanks so much for being here. Thanks for joining us. You're a busy guy, so thanks for taking out the time.
I appreciate you having me.
Let's talk. Let's talk about this new EP. So I understand this is a bit of a stripped down version, a take on a fan favorite. What is that all about?
Well, I started I started touring this way, but playing in bars and stuff like that, where it was just me and a guitar, and I did that for years. And that's where I kind of honed my craft, not just performance style, but also songs tend to evolve and grow. The more that you play them, the more that you get invested in them in real time with other people, sitting on a stool and just playing them as, stripped back as possible. And that informed a lot of my first record, because the first record is pretty sparse. There's a whole lot of production going on. And that's kind of how I arrived on the scene, was in that way. And I feel like I started building a fan base through it really being about the song.
Yeah.
And, I've experimented with a couple of different styles on the last two records, but I just thought to take some of the songs that they liked, but also all of the songs that they like on tour, and have an EP that's some newer songs with some of the older songs, and it be stripped back with that same original intent that I had, was a fun thing to return to now that I'm touring actual venues.
I think that's what connects with people, because it's raw and it's real. And it's so much of what people go through, and then that sound, that feeling is what draws people in. And I understand a lot of this, what you're doing on tour, solo acoustic. So is this what we can expect perhaps if we come see you at the Vogue here in Indy?
Yeah, I'll be up there with it's like a Jackson Browne or Dave Matthews type thing, where it's you're up there and the set list is going to be whatever I feel like, or I'll take requests, and there'll be a piano. So I'll be going back and forth doing piano, and we'll have 4 or 5 different guitars and different tunings.
Yeah.
So it's just you'll be able to experience what I do when I sit down to work and create in my office, but I'm doing it on stage. On stage.
And it's almost like you get to see this artistry unfold live in your presence, because that's what you are. You're a creator, you're an artist. I was doing a little research on you, and it seems like, a lot of your lyrics really connect with people. I think there was one quote that somebody even said, "You don't realize it, but you really helped save my life," because you've gone through a lot yourself. And I think that's where a lot of country music artists get their material, right? Is things that we've gone through ourselves, things that other people can relate to. Is that what you find yourself doing with your lyrics, your music as well?
Yeah, I think that is a really wonderful byproduct of being, and when I say selfish, I don't mean that in a taking kind of way. I think that when someone sits down to create and they're trying to touch into, for me, when I sit down and write a song, it's not okay, let me reach and find a subject and then let me extricate that from how I feel about that subject. It's more stream of consciousness of what's really going on in my life. Songwriting has always been a way for me to understand myself better. And I feel like the more that I give to that purely from my own intention, the wonderful byproduct of that is that someone else gets something very authentic out of it. And that's the difference between writing something that you think someone will like, which works, that does work. Some songwriters do that and it works wonderfully for them. But for me, I feel the more that I write what I need to write, and have less of some exterior expectation of someone else's emotional reception of it, then I tend to it seems to land harder for someone when I focus on what it is that I need to say rather than what I think that they want to hear.
Yeah. Oh, I like that line. You also say, which I love this, you said you believe acknowledging your weaknesses and digging deeper to understand yourself goes hand in hand with becoming a greater human being. And I love that you think so deeply like that, especially when it comes to your music, because I think in this day and age, especially, I think that's something that we all strive for. to connect with other people and to be better and to do better.
Yeah, I think in the irony of having instantaneous global connection and communication and seeing this like new rise of even like vernacular and style of dress and ways of thinking that are coming from social media. Mm-hmm. I think that for some reason, the irony in that is that there seems to be a less authentic connection that happens on a day-to-day basis.
Yeah.
And I think the more that artists can dig into what it is they really need to say rather than what they think is going to play well, it highlights something that I feel like we all really are craving in this stage of in this day and age of constant communication with each other.
I think so too. This is going to be a really beautiful performance. I can feel it already. March 30th at the Vogue in Indianapolis. Ruston, until then, my friend, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and we can't wait to see you soon. Paint on your hands or no paint. We'll see you soon.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.